So in this session, we're going to look at how to manage our various program areas. So in our research center, we have these four main research unit areas. We also have other program areas involved more on the organizational side. So let's focus now on the research areas. So when we log in, and remember, you go up top here and you log in. Once you've logged in, this page should load up and you'll see the different program areas. So these first four are basically our research units. So if you click on a research unit, it shows you this little diagram. You've got root here, which means our research center. And then it shows in the middle there that specific research unit. And in that research unit, you've got different aspects that progress that research unit. So, for example, in this case, we've got here application of sludge to agricultural applications. You've got development of the Newlands Marshu Living Lab and so on. So in each of these, you've got different main project areas. And in each of these, we need to define the milestones that let us know whether we are progressing towards this goal. So you can think of these as some of the main overarching goals. And then we need more specific goals than that. And if we look at one here, so if we look at river health risk alerting, we've partitioned that further. So once more, here's our research center represented as root. That's this research unit, health and hygiene. And these blue dots are the different program areas. And what we've done here in the risk alerting component is defined our milestones to say that we are progressing in the area of risk alerting. So you can see here, we need a functional sensor array. And that's really an area of things. We need various sensor arrays, but this refers to that we need a method for developing our functional sensor array. Then we've got various sampling campaigns that need to be defined, and we need a predictive model of the pathogen evolution down the river. So we've got these different milestones defined here. And if you look into a milestone, if we choose the sensor array, for example, you can see there are some more specific tasks in there. So if you choose any milestone, you can see a set of tasks for us to progress towards that milestone. So this is the part we want to focus on. So these program components have largely been defined. It's really on the milestones and the tasks that we want to do our planning so that our research units are progressing. So to do that, we can first of all click on the little plus icon here next to milestone. And that's where we can enter our milestones. We can update the names of them, delete them, and so on. So let's say in this one, we want to add, perhaps it's a review of analysis methods. And then we just click on the plus icon to add that into this, into our milestones. So if we close this, you can see now we've got that additional milestone, and there are no tasks currently associated with that. So we might want to add in the tasks here, and we want to make sure we've selected the correct milestone. So we want, for example, to complete a literature review. And so we add that. And then if we've kept it open, then we want, so under analysis methods, we can do some preliminary testing and so on. So we can add all the tasks that we want in this area. So, so then we are clearer in terms of progressing these main goals, what the tasks, the various activities are that we need to complete towards that. And there are a couple of bugs to work out here, but we'll be able to look at the progress level on each of these, and hence in our various milestones and components and our center as a whole. So it is rather fine-grained, but There are just two levels we need to focus on. These have largely been worked out in terms of our conversations and our other aspects of planning. So we don't want to add too many program areas and too many program components. We want this to be rational by the end of the day. So remember, if we click on this read icon here, that's going to load up every single thing for the whole center. So we get at a glance the ability to understand all the different programs and the different program aspects, and we can start to look at the milestones that we are working towards. So this picture we can zoom into, and you sometimes can unpick things and you can reposition things. So you get a better view of what we are doing as a center. But if we just select any of these program areas, then it zooms us into that specific area, and we can start to understand how it all hangs together. So that's just the visual representation of all that. And here's where the action happens. So please do, in each of the program areas in that you are involved with, please enter your milestones, and for each of the milestones, enter the tasks. We don't want a very long list of things here under milestones. These should be the main goals. These should align with the main goals for that specific component. So we want the milestones for a given component, and just a shortish list here. And then whatever tasks are necessary for us to progress to completing those milestones that we fill in here. Don't worry about the other areas. And of course, another important thing is the people who's involved in what program area or component or milestone and so on. So the role allocation is the next step. But for now, let's just do milestones and tasks, please. Okay, that's it.